Good morning. This is Thale MK at 2025 2.0 FUELD conferences, and we have with us the gorgeous, the mesmerizing Dr. Marsha Lipton. And she's the co-founder and CEO for Future Trends.
Numeraire future.
Numeraire Future Trends,
That's
and
okay.
she has been awarded as a game changer, trendsetter. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Talia. Thank you. And it's such a
Thank you so
pleasure
much for your
talking to you.
time, your
Thank you.
energy, and aura. How does it feel to receive an award in a hub of CEOs from all over the world, from all over the industries?
I'm very honored and I'm really humbled. So, everybody has own sort of our own vertical, small place where we operate in. And now to see myself in this much bigger setup, it's a really humbled experience.
How did you come across to make an industry of a future trends? What was the game plan was, how the idea happened, how it all came into existence?
You know what? It never just happens like eureka moment.
Yeah.
It really, you kind of grow into this, or at least I did. So my background is very different. I have a science background. I have got my PhD in quantum chemistry from the University of Chicago.
Wow.
And then I worked on Wall Street for 20 plus years,
Ah.
and I ended up my career as a managing director at JP Morgan.
Impressed.
Well,
No,
we
don't
do
be
what we
modest
have
here,
to do.
please.
We do what we
No,
have to do in
it's
this
you're
life.
being so modest right now. I am impressed. Wow. So how did you come across this?
But I was always, because of sort of my technical and scientific background, I was always on the quantitative and technology side. So I was always interested in all technological developments. And then at some point, I just realized that sort of the new era is coming in. And I have to be a part of this.
Yeah.
I was in finance when finance was extremely hot, and structured products and everything. So I did it all. And now I wanted to be a part of something much bigger. I thought much bigger than finance. It kind of really penetrates our lives, contributes to our lives significantly. And that's how Numeraire Future Trends came about.
Tell us about your company a little bit. What it
Okay,
stands
so
for.
what we do is, well, Numeraire means standard.
Okay.
And so we create we create the biometric level verifiable identity for high value objects, paintings, luxury objects, manuscript, artifacts, anything, antique cars, high value cars. Everything actually has their own biometrical objects. I mean, you
Okay.
can always tag things
Yes.
and say, I recognize them because they have this tag. But we live in the world where tags just no longer serve the purpose, because everything could be forged. Everything but the object itself
Yeah.
as well, but the object becomes its own passport. It's like, imagine that you have an identical twin, and I'm talking to Talia one moment, and then I turn around and the people switched. So how
Yes.
do I know that I speak with you, not with your
Yes.
twin identity?
Yes.
It's the biometrics which makes you identifiable. And
Okay.
that's the same thing. But biometrics of the object, I think it's a little bit loosely used term. What we do is we capture unique identifiers from the surface of the object, and they become a part of what we call digital product passport, which is anchored to blockchain. Actually, it's not the whole digital product passport, it's the hash, what we call a digital product passport, which allows the owner to keep identity of their own identity.
So for an example, I am the product, and I have a barcode, but that biometrical would be very differently unique.
This is, you buy a bag,
Okay.
and this bag is unique. So you have two bags from the same batch, luxury bags, Cali bags, Hermes bag, Birkin bags, but they all are different because of their biometrics.
Yes.
So each of them has their own identity. It's not the biometrics which qualifies the whole brand.
Yeah, I do
It's the
understand that.
biometric which verifies this particular object. It's very important for
So your
memorabilia.
company makes that biometric.
That is correct.
Wow, but most of them had, as you said, they already have the tags, they already have the labels. So, does your company, like the tags which you make, is interconnected to the one which is virtually
We
made?
do not do tags at all. As I said, we capture from unique identifiers, and we work a lot with art. So we will, if you have a painting, we will take snapshots of these
Oh,
biometrics from the surface of the painting, which is a very, very high magnification image. Doesn't capture the whole image of what's on the painting, but it's really about brush strokes. It's really about how fibers of the canvas and brush strokes and the paint interact or ink interact. So you can
wow.
actually, in fact, you can even take the biometrics of the work on paper, of the photograph. You
Amazing.
have a limited edition photographs. They all look exactly the same, and you fingerprint one of them, and you're trying to verify the same place on all photographs in the limited edition, and the technology will pick the one which you fingerprinted.
What made you think of this idea?
As I said, as technology develops, I think the one of the biggest problems
Yes,
with where we're going to is our forgeries at different
100%.
levels.
100%.
Not just the luxury items,
Yeah,
it's the news, it's
yes.
fake news, fake this, fake that. So at least we were trying to bring some order to the physical world.
What measures you as a company take to make that credibility stand out and to make sure that trust is not only maintained for within yourself but whoever the buyers are?
Well, and that's where blockchain comes in. Because blockchain records are immutable and they sit they're pretty much forever there. So even if something happens with the company, blockchain records survive.
Yes, yes.
And that's why you use it. It's one of the reasons people use it, because you can trust blockchain in the sense that it's going to be there.
Yeah.
So what you put on blockchain, that's a different story. But once the record is there, it's accessible.
So do you guys have an inventory of items or things that can be bought or
That is no, we don't sell anything. We work with people who
no, no, but
sell.
like, is there an inventory as with using your?
Oh, I mean, we have lots of clients. We have lots of
Okay.
clients. Mostly at this point on the cultural side, we are getting slowly into the luxury side. Luxury watches, for instance. In today's world, if you really look at high value luxury watches, the biggest issue there are what's called super fakes.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Super fakes, and they're real. And
Yeah.
here's the question: if I know that I can go to the store and buy something, even in the brand store, and I can buy a luxury watch or a piece of jewelry or a very expensive bag, but in a few years, I have all the proper documentation, all the paperwork, which obviously in AI assisted digital printing here means very, very little. So in 5 years, in 10 years, if my daughter wants to either resell it or extract value of this, monetize it, can she prove the same thing? And the answer is no.
No.
And the answer is no. The only way to do it is really look at the biometrics of the object. And if I know that I can prove it or she can prove it going forward, then I'm actually willing to pay higher price today.
Yeah, I get that.
And if I know that is something, which absolutely unprovable, I say, what, doesn't matter, I will buy even a super fake.
Yes.
It's fine too, because how would you tell the difference
Yeah.
between this and something of
If anybody wants to avail your services, how can they reach out to your
they
company?
would reach us to there's a contact number on our website, which is
Okay.
www.nftrends.ai. So we're waiting for you guys. Please reach out to us.
Amazing. Before we go, I would like to ask, as a conference full of different CEOs, what are you as a CEO learning and adapting in your life?
This is a very good question, because I was just talking at a panel which was devoted to supply chains, and the idea obviously to expand the technology. This is a very trophy vertical, art, culture, luxury, but we really would like to go beyond that. And that's where sort of the connections work. And I think we had a very good conversations with different people.
It's really amazing to meet a person like you with a unique idea. It's a very unique idea. You meet a lot of different agency. I wouldn't say what kind of agency I've taken interviews, but when we come across an idea like this, it actually stands out, and it is actually a trendsetter, because now I know how I would like to have my thing
To protect yours.
How can I protect my, because
Exactly.
within time I'm not going to live forever, but I would like to leave something for my person or my people, and that's exactly amazing. And
Exactly.
kudos to you for it in your company. Hope to see you grow.
Absolutely. And this is not just the idea. We are the functioning
Yes.
company with clients,
Yes.
with technology. We're just out there and we are looking forward.
Yeah, sure. And on that note, be authentic, be kind, and try to think outside the box. Just dare to be different. And as she said, be authentic and protect yourself. And on that note, Thalia MK signing out.
Absolutely.